Mummy, what is Gujarat's contribution in India's freedom fight?
Let me explain you how Gujarat raised and emerged as a significant contributor in freedom fight to end the British rule under the charismatic era of Gandhiji. Rebels and organized freedom fights were planned and executed even before Gandhiji was born, but success was far to reach. After 1915, when Gandhiji returned from South Africa and started non-violent civil disobedience movement based in Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad, that accelerated the Indian freedom movement. Gandhiji was quite inspired by Henry David Thoreau's civil disobedience theory, and he adopted his thoughts in developing the concept of satyagraha, which finally led to Indian independence. The very first satyagraha led by Gandhiji was Champaran Satyagraha. Success of Champaran Satyagraha encouraged and awakened the people of India to fight for their own rights. In April 1917, Gandhiji and other elite lawyers like Dr. Rajendra Prasad joined the forces and started movement to support exploited small-scale farmers of Champaran who were forced by British government to farm weeds in their own land with negligible pay in return. The impact of Satyagraha was quite remarkable, which forced British Raj to change their policy. Due to this victorious uprising farmers' movement, non-violent civil disobedience concept gained enormous support and confidence, which then led another Satyagraha in Kheda in 1918. The Kheda Satyagraha organized by Gandhiji in support of poor farmers. Freedom fighters like Vallabhbhai Patel, Indulal Yagnik, Shankarlal Banker, Mahadev Desai, Narhari Parikh, Mohanlal Pandya and Ravi Shankar Vyas visited the countryside and organized a major tax revolt. The farmers of Kheda signed a petition to be exempt from the tax due to drought. The government rejected a petition and warned if the farmers did not pay tax, the land and the properties would be confiscated and farmers will be arrested. Despite that, the farmers did not resist arrest nor retaliate to the force employed with violence. Instead, they used their cash and valuables to donate to the Gujarat Sabha, which officially organized the protest. Even when their personal property, land and livelihood were seized, a vast majority of Kheda's farmers remained firmly united in the support of movement under leadership of Patel. The government agreed to all the demands of movement, including tax waiver and reduced tax for the coming years. During this period, Vallabhbhai Patel emerged as a prominent leader and organized various satyagraha, amongst which one in Bardoli became well known. In January of 1928, revolution started in Bardoli Taluka of Surat district due to unjustified and illegal hike in the land revenue by 30%. The farmers started the satyagraha but were not getting government's attention. When Vallabhbhai Patel joined the movement on invitation of farmers, it got larger momentum. Later it was supported by K.L. Munshi, Lalji Naranji and Mahatma Gandhi. Vallabhbhai Patel ensured that every farmer was fully committed and aligned toward the ultimate goal. The demand was to establish an independent tribunal to perform revised assessment of the land. Despite force and violence from the authorities, including confiscation of land and cattle, satyagrahis did not budge. They stuck to non-violence and remained persistent throughout. During one of the gatherings, a euphoric female satyagrahi referred Vallabhbhai Patel as Sardar, which remained as his popular name for his lifetime and beyond. Sardar's leadership combined with the commitment and persistence of satyagrahi helped regain nationwide trust in satyagraha. You see, till this time all the satyagraha were regional. That's why it neither united whole India nor resonated nationwide common man's issue. To upscale the satyagraha and achieve nationwide support, satyagrahis discussed and evaluated many burning issues such as tax resistance, alcohol prohibition, establishing parallel government, wide rallies, etc. But none of them could unite all class of people. On January 26, 1930, Mahatma Gandhi proclaimed the Declaration of Independence of India. He realized that a new anti-government campaign was imperative and decided that the British salt tax would be the focal point of non-violence political protest. On March 12, 1930, Gandhiji started the Salt Satyagraha with his 78 followers. It is also known as Dandi March because this non-violent protest march started from Sabarmati Ashram and headed to Dandi. The march lasted 24 days and spanned 390 kilometers, and during the course of the march, growing numbers of people joined. Undoubtedly, it gained the nationwide attention and enormous support. Gandhiji's growing popularity and immense public support rattled British government. So when Gandhiji and fellow satyagrahis planned the next satyagraha at the salt factory in Dharasana, British government arrested Gandhiji before the planned day. However, the march went ahead as planned, led by Abbas Tayyabji and Gandhiji's wife Kasturba. Both the leaders were arrested before reaching Dharasana. After their arrest, Sarojini Naidu and Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad led the peaceful agitation. On May 21, 1930, at the Dharasana salt works, the British police brutally attacked around 2,500 satyagrahis. Documented by American journalist Webb Miller, the incident caused an international uproar against British policy in India. The attack received global news coverage and helped turn public opinion against British rule in India and in favor of Indian freedom fighters. This proved to be one of the most important milestones of Salt Satyagraha. Other countries began to look at India's demand for self-rule with sympathy. The story appeared in 1,350 newspapers throughout the world and was read into official record of the United States Senate. The Time magazine declared Gandhiji as Man of the Year for 1930. The Salt Satyagraha events in Gujarat became the first call for nationwide civil disobedience and thus served as one of the most important chapters of India's independence struggle. The nation rose as one entity against the British Raj. The path of non-violence in Gandhiji's leadership finally led India to achieve independence in 1947.